Hi everyone, Danielle here. I am doing a mini painting video of this is Golden Bat from Unmatched, and I'm not sure I have the camera where it should be. Also, I'm just noticing how badly I primed this, but we'll see how it goes. Not really gonna do too much. I have my water here. The tissue looks a little bit strange on video, so let me try to move that out of the way. And we'll see if I end up doing more of these. But let's start. I think I'm gonna do so there's a lot of black coloring here, so I think I'll start with the black. Yeah, I'll do the black first. So, and I'll try my best to make it true to color. I have my little paint palette here, and I just need to get my black here. Okay. So we'll use Game Color. Give that a shake. And that never ends up coming out like black. As you can see, it's coming out like a navy. Maybe I need to shake it more and then I'll mix it up. Some of these colors are a little bit older, but it should be fine. Okay, there we go. There's some more black coming in there. So I'll just have to like kind of mix it up a little bit. It's still looking a bit blue, unless it's just my eyes. So we'll just wet this brush. And then just mix this up with just a little bit with what was in there. I don't love the blue. It looks very watery too. And I know nothing about what I'm saying right now. Just kind of sharing my thoughts as I paint. All right, so I guess I'll start with the cape, which I believe is all black. I don't have the best picture. It only shows the front. So my assumption is that the entire thing is black. So let's just get in there with the black and go from there. Okay. And it does look like the collar is also black, so we'll get some black in there as well. All right. Get more here. I have not played too much of Tales of Amaze or Tales to Amaze yet, but once I get these painted, I'm gonna give it a go. And if I remember correctly, you do play two-handed when you play solo. And gosh, I'm getting off camera here. I literally find myself holding this at all angles, just trying to get the black on all the areas I need it to be on. The inside is going to be red. And then like the picture shows actually the edges of this cape to be yellow. So I'll try to do that as well. Okay, so I think I have this nearly all in black. Might need to touch up some areas as well. Just a tip here. Okay. Looks good, I think. Oop, I missed this whole section here. There we go. And I might have to do some touch-ups soon. Okay. my technique is probably very amateur, so apologies. And then what else is black? We have the pants, and then the boots are a little bit of a reddish brown. So I'll try to just stick to having the pants as black. And then it looks like he has a shirt that's also black, but also reddish at certain areas. So let me try to get those. And his gloves are going to be red. And maybe I'll put the tissue here so you can kind of see the contrast from the... Okay. That's fine. Just carefully get around the boots. And try not to over color here with the black. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Coverage, I guess. And then I'm gonna do the jacket. Which, yeah, I do think that's gonna be black. And then the sleeves are also black, so we'll get into that. Okay. Well, I have to be careful because I don't want to get the arms black either. I could always just paint over it. And then should I carefully get into the black areas? I guess I could try. Because there's like a yellow strip that should go down here as well. Okay. All right. So maybe I could get here as well. Oop, definitely did not do that well at all. And then the center is also black. And then I'm going to have to go over it later to make the buttons yellow if possible. And then there's going to be this section that's going to be red as well. So I have to go over that later as well. I did my best. And then the belt looks like it's reddish, I think. Be a red belt or something. Okay, so I'm gonna have to figure out this reddish brown section. That's what I've got so far. It's not looking good at all. But hopefully it'll come together. Black on black is throwing me off, but I think once I get the red in there, it'll look better. And for the red, let's see what I'll do. I do have war paint red, so I might try to do that. So dragon red, possibly. We'll give that a try. It's looking really bright on camera, but it might be a good fit. Give that a really, really good shake. Okay. Yeah, let's see. That is pretty reddish. I think it should be a darker red. So let me just add a little drop of black. And you know what? I'll just take it from the black here and see if I could do a good mix. And that looks okay, I think. Kind of. I'm probably not going to be able to recreate this red, but I could try. All right, so we're gonna paint inside the cape the best we could. A little bright. Maybe I'll just do a dark wash on top of it later. It's a little difficult to get into the inside. All right, I'm kind of just botching this cape a little bit, but at least the black could go right on top if needed. Okay, almost filled that with the red. I'm really having problems with the edges here. How do I get in there? Just need a really wet brush, I guess. Okay, I think I got most of it. Still not perfect, but it's fine. All right, so I got the gist of that section. Gonna try my best to get a little bit more red in there. So like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it though. It's more of a shadow, I guess. Not there. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. Wow. Totally got so much red on that. Um, Not what I intended at all. Have to let that dry. Um, in the meantime, let me try to get to the boots. So at least I can get a reddish brown. And I might have to mix colors for this because I don't think I have a reddish brown. All right, so I think I will grab this red again. This War Paints Dragon Red, and I'll mix it with the brown. I did like one good squeeze. And then as far as a brown, I just have this Beastie brown, but I also have another leather brown. I think the darker brown might work best here. Got a good shake. Oh yeah, this was the one that exploded on me, so I think I'm forced to just take off the cap and pour it out. Get a little drop there, and then call that a day. I think I put too much brown in there, unfortunately, so I'll need to add a little bit more red or maybe even black to get that dark maroon looking color. I'll put one in there, and then we'll mix it up and see what happens. So I've got kind of three colors mixed in there for a little bit, and I don't know, it's just a little bit experimenting for me. The black came in a little strong, so I might need to add more red. All right, it's coming together actually. You just finished mixing. I think it looks about, I don't know, iffy. I'm iffy about it. It kind of looks like it could work. Maybe just a little more red though. So maybe I'll add in this red, this bloody red, Just give it that really bright red color. Oh boy, that was way too much. Oof. Okay. Rookie mistakes I'm making probably. I really need something that's better than the brush to mix colors, I think. Because it's getting into like, I forget what the part is called, but you shouldn't be getting water or paint inside the end of it, right? Okay, I think that's coming along. Let's try to rinse that out better. Okay, I like that color. I think it matches what it should on the boots and for the arms. And then we'll have to go over everything else with the yellow outline and the black. And then I'll have to figure out what to do for the golden part of the skull. I think that's going to be the toughest. Okay, let's give it a try. All right, so I have this brown and I'm going to attempt to just get it on the boots. Okay. Hmm. I think I got too much paint on this brush. Getting a little bit too wet. See. Okay, and then we'll do the arms. And the gloves, which I think that's that. Can't tell where the hands are. Okay, I see the fingers. Here we go. Okay, and then let's do the other arm, which that's way too much paint. It's difficult to focus on making sure it's on camera and then like what I need to see them painting right. And I have to figure this camera situation out a bit more. That's okay. It's all about learning. All right. I think I've got all that done. Definitely need to start doing the black again to just cover up everything I accidentally did. And I'm gonna do a metallic on the sword, although I don't really know for sure what color that was meant to be. All right, let's do the black again to cover up all our horrible mistakes. Okay, it's pretty good. And then, oh, it looks like some pants got black here, that got red here. Okay. Can't see any other, oh, the back of them. Okay. And then this cape. Just need to tidy up the edges. All right. Let me let this dry and we'll start on the skull and the sword. All right, so I put a silver down. This is the Speed Paint 2.0 broadsword silver. Uh, looks like it came out a little bit unmixed, even though I mixed it up. So let me just do the sword and then I'll paint the sword. One moment. All right, so I'm painting the sword this like metallic-y dark color. It is coming out very light and hopefully metallic. Um, we'll see how well it comes out. All right. I think I covered just about all the edges with it. Does that look okay? Mm, I mean, we'll try to get the edge here a little bit. All right, so I think that's about, oh, let me get this side as well. So yeah, the metallic, very light, very dark. So it'll probably just come out better when it dries and definitely against the light. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to figure out how to mix the right colors for the skull and that yellow color. All right, so I mixed these two colors, Game Color Sun Yellow and Game Color Polished Gold. And the color might be off, but it really does look like this is the color um, that it should be. So let's give it a try and see what happens. All right, so let's really get onto the skull here. And apologies if I can't focus while I do this. All right. Let's do the back. There we go. Trying to get a little bit more pigmented. But I think this is it. Let me try to get into that corner there. Just a little bit more in this area. Okay, so I think I've got it. I don't know why that looks so strange. I don't know why the paint is coming off so much. I might need some technique help. The brush is like taking off the yellow, if that makes sense. And it's making the primer come through as more than I would like. So maybe I just need more. I don't know. See, like the paint's coming off every time I go on it. Is that the right approach? Just putting on more? It's gonna make it look gooey. Yeah, I think I butchered the face a little bit. Let me try to take some of the paint off. This looks really shitty. Yeah, definitely need some advice here. I have to let that dry. In the meantime, let me do the buttons with that color. If I can. So what's supposed to be red is down here, but I repainted it black. So I'll do that later, I think. But actually, you know what? I'm gonna do the red now because the yellow might make it look a little messy. Or maybe, actually, no, I'm gonna do the yellow. I changed my mind. I'm gonna do the yellow first. All right. Okay. So I've got my yellow. I'm trying to do the buttons. Oops, that was too much. Too much. I'm only seeing 3. And then there's supposed to be this line. That is so bad, guys. This is embarrassing. But you know what? I don't know if I have the right brushes to do it. So I'm gonna make the other part red now. So I think this red is still good. I'll use it and try to get on this spot here on the side of the jacket. Okay. Now this spot, is that good? That looks just, this looks just so bad. And then of course there's this section here that should be red. We'll do that. And this just looks horrific, guys. But, you know, this will be an example of my journey, you know, of hopefully some improvements in this area because this is not great. And I'm aware, but we'll figure it out. Gonna try to put some black over the top part to clean up this little section here where I got some gold. All right, so let's get that black. And then we're just gonna clean this up and probably call it a day for this one, for this golden bat. Okay. Looks fine. Just want to clean this up a little bit. Okay, so I think that pretty much cleans it up the best I can. Oh, looks like there's a yellow up here I should get rid of. Okay. I think this is probably the best I can do without ruining it more. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the best. So this is golden bat, guys. I'm hoping the other one goes better. I'm just gonna paint the base. Probably, I don't know, a tan since the cape is black. Yeah, probably just a brown. All right. Well, if you watched this much, thanks so much for watching. Any tips, definitely appreciated. Ooh, that part definitely needs to be black, right? I don't think that part should be red. Clean that up. Okay. Yeah, so definitely let me know if you have tips for me. They're always welcomed. That's not working out. Hold on. I need this section not so yellow. Oops. Well, okay. I don't like how that attached, but again, it was so gooey. Don't love it, but oh well. No one's gonna look at it as close as the camera. It doesn't look too bad from far away. But anyway, that is my little mini painting of Golden Bat for Unmatched. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.